Let's take the guesswork out of eating well for your energy and your sleep. Because when it comes to nutrition, it's not about willpower, it's about rhythm, blood sugar stability, and real foods that work with your biology. Here are 6 practical strategies to help you feel sharper during the day and sleep more soundly at night. 1. Start the day with protein. Think of protein like scaffolding for your body and your brain. It helps rebuild tissue, regulate your hormones, and produce neurotransmitters like serotonin, which later convert to melatonin, your sleep hormone. A high-protein breakfast such as eggs with leafy greens, Greek yogurt, or a protein smoothie has been shown to stabilize your blood sugar throughout the day, reduce mid-morning cravings, improve your concentration and your mood. In one small trial, people who ate a protein-rich breakfast had fewer spikes in cortisol and reported more sustained energy throughout the morning. I used to grab a coffee and a banana on the go, but by 11 o'clock I was always snacking, I was feeling foggy, I was already flagging. But by swapping that for a proper protein-based breakfast, it changed everything. You feel more anchored. I now feed my boys eggs every morning before they go to school, and I've noticed that their energy levels and their behaviour has definitely improved as they're not getting the blood sugar spikes and those crashes that the sugary breakfast cereals can cause. My second tip about this is don't eat your carbs naked. Refined carbohydrates like white toast, biscuits, sugary cereals, they do digest quickly and then they create this sharp spike in your blood glucose followed by a crash. And this roller coaster often leads to feeling irritable, fatigue, and then worse sleep later on in the night. Instead, dress your carbs with fibre, protein, or healthy fats. So, for example, replace toast and jam with toast with avocado or peanut butter. Swap your fruit juice for whole fruits, which have the fibre content in them, or yogurts or nuts. The result is a slower glucose rise, more satiety, and then less energy crashes. Think of it like building a bonfire. Refined carbs are dry kindling. They burn fast and they're hot. But pairing carbs with protein or fat is like adding logs to the fire to slow it down and keep you fueled and feeling fuller for longer. Time-restricted eating. We've spoken before about circadian rhythms, your body's internal clock. Well, metabolism follows the same rhythm. Your gut, the pancreas, your liver, they're all functioning better during the daylight hours. Time-restricted eating means consuming your meals within a set window, typically 10 to 12 hours. So for example, eating between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. It will give your body the overnight fast it needs to reset, repair, and regulate that insulin sensitivity. The research can show that time-restricted eating can improve your blood pressure, it can reduce your inflammation, and it can support deeper sleep, especially if your last meal is between 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. Late night eating can delay melatonin release and it can fragment your sleep, and even if the meal is healthy, this can occur. Add a little vinegar before your meals. It sounds old-fashioned, but studies have shown that consuming a small amount of apple cider vinegar, around 1 to 2 teaspoons, diluted in water, before a high carbohydrate meal can reduce the post-meal glucose spike by slowing digestion and improving your insulin response. It's not magic, it just works by biochemistry. So vinegar can act a bit like a brake pedal in your metabolism. It can give your digestive system time to process nutrients gradually rather than flooding your bloodstream all at once. 5 is front load your fuel. Our metabolic rate is higher earlier in the day. Studies using indirect calorimetry have shown that people burn more calories and process their glucose more efficiently at breakfast and lunch than they do at dinner. Try to eat your largest meal earlier and keep your dinner lighter and simpler. Think of your metabolism like a power plant. During the day, it's humming at full capacity. At night, it's winding down. Give it a light workload before it goes to bed. Eating a heavy, rich meal at night can delay the melatonin, raise your body temperature, and reduce the time spent in that deep sleep. And finally, we need to put knowledge onto the plate. Here are 3 real-life examples that bring it all together. For breakfast, thinking protein, scrambled eggs with spinach and olive oil on whole grain sourdough, proteins, healthy fats and polyphenols for energy, mood and brain function. Lunch, think quinoa and lentil salad with roasted vegetables, avocado and a drizzle of apple cider vinegar. Fibre, complex carbs and healthy fats to avoid that mid-afternoon slump. And then dinner, baked salmon with magnesium-rich sweet potatoes and tart cherry yogurt bowl at the end, full of omega-3 for inflammation, slow-release carbs to aid melatonin and natural melatonin from the cherries. The takeaway: food isn't just fuel, it's feedback. It shapes your energy, your hormones, your mood, and your sleep. So eat with the rhythm of your body, nourish yourself in the light of the day, and wind down in the evenings, because a well-fed body sleeps much better, and a well-rested brain eats better. It's not a cycle, it's a system. So let's make it work for you.